Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
24 protesters interrupted a city council meeting this morning calling for a ceasefire resolution on the Israel-Hamas war.
That protest coming a day after the San Antonio mayor said that resolution would not be scheduled as expected, since one of the council members asking for it pulled his support.
City Hall reporter Garrett Berger is live this noon to walk us through how this all happened. Garrett?
Well, the protesters had been sitting in this area of council chambers during the meeting. They began shouting shortly after a back-to-back invocation by a rabbi and a member of the local Muslim community and the Pledge of Allegiance. After that, they started chanting pretty quickly. The first chant they had, ceasefire now. Now, waving signs including ceasefire now and San Antonio stands with Palestine, the group held Palestinian flags and chanted, calling out Mayor Ron Nirenberg and Councilman Manny Pelaez by name. Pelaez, who was not present today, earned their ire after yanking his support from a ceasefire resolution. He had been one of 3 council members to ask for a special meeting to consider such a resolution. But as he decided there weren't enough votes and he worried about the meeting turning into a circus. After he withdrew his support, Nirenberg canceled the plans to put the resolution on a future agenda. Now, as protesters left council chambers today, they chanted that they would be back.
We're planning disrupting many different city council events or other types of events where the mayor is going to be at. We're going to keep on doing it until he actually commits to ending the Friendship City Agreement with Tel Aviv, Israel, and when not only a ceasefire resolution gets put back on the table, but when it passes.
The mayor tried recessing the meeting and then ultimately transitioned into the closed-door executive session portion of it as the protesters continued to chant. As council members left the dais for that session, Terry Castillo and Jalen McKee Rodriguez left with fists up in solidarity. They'd been the other 2 council members calling for the council to adopt a ceasefire resolution. The council ultimately came back in and finished the meeting, though it took longer outside of the council chambers than it did once they returned. Now, we asked Cruz, the protester you just heard from, what the point is behind trying to get a local resolution on a ceasefire for a conflict that's a continent and an ocean away. Essentially, what she told us is that it's about showing disagreement with the federal government and pushing them to stop sending aid to Israel. Live in council chambers, I'm Garrett Berger, KSAT12 News.
Thank you, Garrett. Now, before those protests even began, the mayor announcing that City Councilman Mark White is being stripped of his committee assignments for now. This after an arrest for DWI back in late December. The
District 10 City Councilman has come out saying he will respect the council's decision, but he does not feel he should be censured for the arrest. That could happen on Sunday when council members meet again in chambers. White was pulled over on 410 near the airport, but did not agree to a breathalyzer or blood test. The council says they want to learn more about the incident before taking any further action.
Taking a look outside with live cam, this is your perfect day of the week. But get ready, use it, because you're going to need to prepare for what's to come.
That's great advice, Ursula. Today is going to be our warmest day for a while. We've got a lot of cold air that is headed our way. We've got a front tonight that's going to cool us down a little bit, bring a lot of wind with it. Then we've got a second front that now arrives on Sunday that is really going to pack a punch. Let's start with the temperatures across the country. Can you see that cold air? Yeah, -17 right now in Cut Bank. It is 0 in Bismarck. That cold air is starting to plunge south, and it will be here by Sunday, a little earlier than we initially thought. Temperatures across the state right now in the 60s. We'll be in the 70s this afternoon, a gorgeous day. But again, things change pretty rapidly with that Arctic air now coming in on Sunday. That's the change in the forecast, and the new computer models continue to show that with some gusty winds when it comes through. And we think this will be potentially before sunrise on Sunday. So most of Sunday is going to be very, very cold. We know that we'll have a hard freeze Monday and Tuesday, potentially again on Wednesday. So we do need to prep now, as Ursula said. Pets, plants, people, and pipes. All those things will be important during this duration of freezing temperatures. Wintry mix. Yeah, there is a possibility for that Sunday night into Monday morning. We're not really expecting a lot. It will be a very small amount, but it is something that we are currently watching, and we'll have more on that in the forecast here in just a bit. The other side to all this, We've got a front coming through tonight that we've got to watch because it will bring some very, very gusty winds with it. By tomorrow morning, gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour here in San Antonio. We just did this a couple days ago. Same situation, tree branches, any loose items outside, they'll blow away in winds like this. So let's be careful with that tomorrow morning, even on your morning commute. With those gusty winds, 2 hands on the wheel. Forecast for today, 73 at 4 o'clock, 74s are high. Look for temperatures to slip into the 60s tonight. That front arrives right around midnight. A lot to talk about. We're going to look at that 7-day forecast here in just a couple minutes.
Jackson, thank you. New this noon, police still trying to find the driver who left a man for dead after hitting him with his car last month. Police say that back on December 17th, Jesus Sergio Ramirez Olivares was walking down the side of a road on Roosevelt Avenue near Harlandale Memorial Stadium. That's on the south side. Officers tell us someone in either a gray or silver vehicle hit the 49-year-old and then kept on driving. The victim pronounced dead at the scene. If you know something that could help police with the case, call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP.
What may be a murder investigation has started at the bottom of a garbage dumpster. San Antonio police say firefighters found a man's body in that trash bin while putting out a fire. Katrina Weber shows us how close this death came to being kept a secret.
The flames may be out, but burning questions remain for San Antonio police at the scene of a dumpster fire. Firefighters called them to a convenience store on historic Old Highway 90 near Southwest 36th Street after their routine job revealed a disturbing surprise. They were making sure the embers from the fire were out around 1 this morning when they came upon the body of a man tossed in with the trash. Officers at the scene said it looked as though someone may have dumped him there, then set the fire to cover up the crime. By daylight, there was no hiding what happened. Word began to spread among people in the area. If not for the fire, it's possible the body could have gone unnoticed. A worker told me the trash was scheduled to be picked up later today. Instead, homicide investigators emptied it of any clues that might help them. The only lead they had early on was a vague description of a car which they say may or may not have ties to the case. It was unclear right away whether the store's surveillance cameras captured anything of value to detectives. Meanwhile, staff at the medical examiner's office are trying to find relatives of the man, who they believe was 56 years old. Katrina Weber, KSAT12 News.
A third arrest has been made in the triple murder case of Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra and their unborn child, Fabian. 47-year-old Myrta Romanos was walked in front of our cameras after being arrested yesterday. Police tell us she is the stepmother of Christopher Bresado, the suspect accused of shooting and killing Soto and Guerra. Officers say the gun used to kill them belongs to Romanos. She's also allegedly the person in the back seat of the pickup truck in the surveillance video, helping her husband deal with the corpses. She is now accused of 3 felonies, including abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence. And right now, we're still waiting to see if more charges are going to be added to this case. KSAT's going to keep you informed on KSAT.com, as well as all of our platforms.
The main lanes of Loop 1604 and Interstate 10, as well as the interchange on northwest side, will be closed this weekend due to ongoing construction. The closure includes I-10 from UTSA Boulevard to La Cantera Parkway and Loop 1604 from Vance Jackson to La Cantera Parkway. The Texas Department of Transportation said the closure is slated to start at 9 o'clock Friday and end 5 a.m. on Monday. TxDOT says the closure will affect the area the next several weekends, but it has not specifically decided when it will end. You take a look at the map there on KSAT.com before you head out that direction. Hey, speaking of direction, the Spurs finally turned it around and have it in a positive direction, at least after last night. Big losing streak ended in Detroit with a solid win. Highlights and Wemby reaction coming up.
Showing animals at livestock shows. There's a lot of work involved, while even the littlest of students say it's fun.
Oh, you know, it takes a lot of patience and a lot of dedication to show animals at livestock shows.
I used to do it. I know. Yeah. Tiffany Wish just shows us the 2024 Atascosa County Livestock Show just to meet one of the youngest participants.
It's a yearly tradition in Atascosa County.
A lot of these kids are taking them right to him.
Students from South Texas are participating at the livestock show, including 11-year-old Bryson Cogburn.
It's basically like sports, but in my opinion, it's better.
The 6th grade student from Savannah Heights Intermediate School has been preparing for this moment.
You want to be calm, you want to be slow and steady, have the pig's head up, and still make eye contact with the judge.
Cogburn has been raising and showing animals since he was 8 years old.
How was it this morning? You were out there in front of the judges, in front of this big crowd.
It was nervous, but really fun because of all the months we've been working with the pigs.
Months of responsibility and learning about these animals.
We have to walk them, we have to wash them, we have to clean their pens and whatnot, and that'll probably take 1.5 to 2 hours a day, so we would do that most of our time, especially on winter break, Thanksgiving break.
About 60 students from Somerset ISD are involved this year.
What is it about it that you love?
The thing I love about it most is that over the time, everybody's been going closer and closer, and we all become a family.
Agriculture science teacher at Somerset High School, Justin Taylor, is proud of his students competing.
It's an Atascosa County tradition. 70 years for their county show now for this year, so it can't complain. It keeps moving forward, trying to build the next generation of future leaders.
In first place from Somerset FFA was Bryson Cogburn.
After here, Bryson will be getting ready for Denver, Colorado, where he will be showing at a livestock show.
This is going to be really fun. It's my first out-of-state show, so I'm really happy for it.
With support from his family and school, Bryson keeping this Texas tradition alive. Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
And have to keep those pigs warm over the weekend. It's going to be chilly for those little animals.
They have plenty of insulation.
You think so?
I think so. But your pipes may not.
No, that's true. We want to get those protected. And also our four-legged friends, bring the dogs inside. It is going to be awful cold as we head into Sunday and early next week for an extended period. The aquifer is down a 1/10 of a foot today. In your pollen count, Mountain Cedar went back up. It's at 7,320. I'm a little nervous about where it ends up tomorrow because we've got more gusty winds on the way. Another recap of this busy forecast coming up.
Ooh, it's going to get cold. Unfortunately, I think some of those bibs that you put on
it's not going to be
covers,
enough.
I don't know if you can find any anymore because, you know, for your outside faucets, what are you going to do?
Are we talking about the kind of hard, long freeze that makes everything break on the, outside of your house, all of the pipes?
Well, obviously,
motors, wells, all of that.
Dependent on what kind of pipes you have, which way the wall faces. There's a lot of factors involved there. But yes, in some cases, I think where in the hill country we get down into the teens, although we've been there before, it's not like, this is not like 2021. Let me put it that way. We're not going to see that amount of pipe breakage and that sort of thing, but we'd still need to take precautions because these temperatures are going to get down into the low 20s and teens, and in some cases, that can cause some issues. 74 degrees today, so this is our warmest day this week. And we've got a lot going on next several days. So you want to keep that KSAT weather app handy because it's a day-to-day thing here where the weather is changing. And it's from 24-hour to 24-hour period here. You'll get something different. Tomorrow morning, wind gusts to 50 miles per hour. That's going to be the big story on your Friday morning. We only make it to 58 tomorrow. We're down close to freezing on Saturday. We rebound to 62 on Saturday. And then that front, now ahead of schedule, gets through here Sunday morning. With it, gusty winds. Temperatures fall during the day on Sunday, and one of our more reliable models that we look at when we get a little bit closer to these cold weather events shows that, yes, coming through early and temperatures dropping through the day. Right now we're going 34, but you'll see these numbers tumble. Then Sunday night into Monday morning, there is a brief window where we could get some light precipitation. I'd say it's probably going to fall in the form of light freezing rain, if we see it at all, maybe a little bit of sleet. That would be something we watch. At this point, we don't think it will have a lot of impact, but any wintry precipitation here can cause a few issues, so we'll be watching that. Meantime, Monday, 32 after starting off at 25. We may not get above freezing on Monday. And then it's Tuesday morning where temperatures really fall. 19 here in San Antonio. You can imagine if it's 19 here, Hill Country is going to see even colder numbers. We finally jump back above freezing, I think, Tuesday afternoon with some sun, but another hard freeze Wednesday morning. So this is a fairly prolonged event. But as I said earlier, this is not 2021. It's not going to be that long below freezing. Here's a look at the potential wind gusts as we look at what's going to go on tomorrow morning. And at 5 o'clock today, yeah, we'll get some breezy winds, but it's not until this front comes through around midnight tonight into tomorrow that these winds really pick up. Look at these gusts around 5 a.m. We're talking 40 to 50 miles per hour here. We just did this a couple days ago. We're going to do it again. In the tree limbs, trash cans, all those things will get blown around with the winds like this. And this will last for several hours tomorrow morning before those winds subside as we get into Friday afternoon. Now let's talk cold weather. Saturday, we're in the 60s. That front is across North Texas. Places like the Texas Panhandle will be in the teens. South Texas will be in the 70s. It'll be one of those days. Cold front slides through, we think, early on Sunday. So by noontime, we're falling into the 30s. Again, places in the Texas Panhandle could be in the single digits at this point. That's how cold this air mass is as it sinks south. We're not going to see temperatures that cold, but an indication that, yes, this is going to be an event in which temperatures are going to be really chilly for quite a while. There's the Monday morning wind chill forecast. Okay, we're down into the teens for the feels like number. With those gusty northwest winds, this is what it will feel like. We've got the MLK March on Monday. You're going to want to wear layers. You're going to want jackets, gloves, all the stuff, because temperatures like this are not fun. 15 is what it will feel like in Fair Oaks Ranch, 14, the feels like number in Bernie. So what's changed? Well, that front is speeding up, as we've been saying, comes through Sunday morning. Hard freeze Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday morning too. Then we've got to worry about the pets, plants, people, and pipes. I know we're wearing that phrase out. You've probably heard it numerous times now, but we can't emphasize it enough. We got to prep now as we get a little bit closer, just a couple days away. Wintry mix, as we said, there's a very small chance Sunday night into Monday morning. And here's a look at that computer model. It does show a little bit of that wintry weather, perhaps trying to make it in pre-sunrise on Monday before it would move east. And then we would be left with just some cloud cover on Monday. Outside right now, you never know the cold air is coming. It feels great. We've got temperatures in the 60s, 63 in San Antonio, 67 Seguin, 64 Bernie. 74 is our forecast high today. Some places could be pushing 80 to the south. So yes, a lot of jumping around here with these temperatures. 58 tomorrow, as we said, 62 Saturday, and there's the cold stuff as we get into the weekend and next week. We'll continue to send out those updates via the KSAT weather app. We'll keep you updated all weekend long as things evolve, guys.
Definitely going to need to keep in touch with you, Justin.
Yes.
A new hire at Central Catholic right across the street from KSAT12 here in downtown San Antonio. Got that for you coming up. Hey, the way the Spurs have been playing so far this season, Spurs and dominating have not exactly been used in the same sentence, at least not much until today, after what they did to Detroit last night. Look at Wemby getting that rebound, and watch this. What if Dak's watching? That's a great pass down there to Jeremy Sohan for the slam dunk. So the Spurs led 31-19 after one, second quarter. Malachi Branham shoots and misses. There's the tip in from Wemby. He had 12 points at the break. Spurs up 63-51 at half. We go to the third quarter. You know, this is what a 7-5 will do for you. Devin Vassell lobs it up there. Wemby like, let me just lay that in. Right over the rim. Unbelievable. All right, thought that was good. How about this? Look at that little pass, huh? How you like that? Yeah. Behind his back to Sohan. Two more. Excuse me. Spurs are up 19, fourth quarter. Spurs are up big. Victor fed, right there, Doug McDermott for the three. His 10th assist of the game. That's why this is important, because the Spurs win 130-108, but that was his first triple-double. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists in just 21 minutes.
I think it started on the defense end. We were getting stops and we were able to run. And I think our point guards were just doing a great job of getting the paint and finding our shooters. And obviously Vic having a triple-double, the game started to really slow down for him. And he did a great job of finding cutters and shooters all night.
All right, so the Spurs come back home for a couple. They host Charlotte on Friday night. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Frost Bank Center. Head football coach Glenn Mangold has a new home right across the street from KSAT12 at Central Catholic High School. He has 34 years of coaching experience, takes over at Central after spending the past decade with the New Braunfels Unicorns. He's ready to give back to the Catholic community and lead the Buttons.
My family's excited. They're ready to come to the first game and then just enjoy being part of the Central Catholic family and the brotherhood that we have here.
One of the great coaches in our area, and I'm sure Central Catholic is thrilled to have him over there.
New neighbor. New today at 5. Just what is inside the foods we eat? It doesn't sound very appetizing, but plastic, chemicals lurking in a lot of foods we buy, from cereals to meats to milks to even produce. And yes, fast food. There can be health consequences. Coming up, we're going to show you just how widespread these plastics are, which tested foods have the most of them, and why you may not want to put plastic containers in the microwave. I heard that before. It's today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight.